The most entertaining team in baseball history is back as the newest team in Banana Ball.
Man, you feel so proud. The Indianapolis Clowns hadn't played since 1989. Now they are alive again.
They were one of the original barnstorming teams and traveled all over the country. They would go anywhere to put on a show for the fans.
Negro Leagues in general understood the concept of entertainment, but the Clowns took it to another level, just like we've seen the Bananas take it to another level.
Two of the greatest that ever played the game played for the Clowns, and a young Hank Aaron and a Satchel Paige. But they also broke the gender barrier, becoming the first professional team to sign women. After Hank Aaron signed with the Boston Braves, they had Tony Stone fill in his place. And then they signed Connie Morgan and Mammy Peta Johnson, who had a 33-8 record for the Clowns on the mound in 3 seasons. They were so popular that they played games in front of over 40,000 fans. They had showmen play for them, like King Richard Tutt and Goose Tatum, who later became a star for the Harlem Globetrotters. They were always pulling pranks, doing skits, and putting on a show for the fans.
Now we're adding Ryan Howard to add to the legacy of the Clowns.
This is something that's been very, very near and dear to me. I always grew up going to the Negro League Museum. It's an honor to be able to come out and represent the Indianapolis Clowns.
It really came to me in 2022 when we were starting our first tour in Kansas City. We were playing the Kansas City Monarchs. He said, I felt like I wasn't watching just the Kansas City Monarchs playing the game. I felt like I was watching the Kansas City Monarchs play the Indianapolis Clowns. And when he said that, everything connected for me.
When he approached us, we're always a little apprehensive. The Indianapolis Clowns, that's one of our babies. But, you felt like, okay, it's okay to turn the baby over and let somebody else help raise him.
They were pioneers in what they did. And now, how do we continue to grow that? Share their story. Do the things that they did that was amazing. The shadow ball, the pepper ball, the antics that they would do in the middle of games. It is unbelievable, the things they were doing. They were so far ahead of their time. We've had a huge responsibility to our fans since day one. And now we have a responsibility to the story and the history of the Indianapolis Clowns. And not only to preserve it, but to take it to the next level.